back to the club.
I am so high, I can hear heaven. I'm so high, I can hear heaven. Oh, but heaven, no heaven, don't hear me. And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagles. Watch as we all fly away.
It's a good idea.
Let me try to swing off the Statue of Liberty. It just like bends the whole thing in half.
No!
Fuck, Spider-Man, you broke the Statue of Liberty.
Ah, fuck. Part of my whole thing is that I'm athletic, and now I have to be gingerly and delicate.
Aunt May's gonna kill me. I broke the Statue of Liberty. Just like really, Spider-Man starts having like really unrelatable problems. It's like, Spider-Man, just like the most humanist, like relatable superhero of them all, suddenly starts being like, oh no, I don't know what to invest in.
Right. No. All it takes to make him unrelatable is to make him 30 feet tall.
I can't relate. I cannot relate.
I can't. You know what? I can't relate to trying to get a hot dog from the hot dog cart and just eating the cart instead.
Yeah. 30-foot Spider-Man realizes he can't fit in New York anymore, so he moves to Duluth, Minnesota, and is an average height there.
I mean, he's still big, but he's, it's like,
well, he's too big.
Yeah, he can still navigate around and not,
In Duluth, Minnesota, 30-foot Spider-Man is like tall in the way that I'm tall.
Yeah,
I am tall. I'm taller than most people I meet, but not in a way where people go, whoa.
Right.
Not in a way that you would pull down the Statue of Liberty.
Not in the way that I would pull down the Statue of Liberty. Although I took an amble over to the Statue of the Liberty the other day, and I picked my teeth with that torch.
Oh, that does.
I was like, ooh, I got something stuck in there. I rubbed it down.
Well, that was after you took a bath in the Hudson.
I took a bath in Yankee Stadium. I filled it up with a bunch of water, and
and for some reason, like, Kevin was able to have like one of those big like wooden like back sponges.
Yeah,
that was, like,
one of those back scrubbers.
He was somehow he was able to get one of those in this shot of the movie, or Spider-Man, or Kevin, or whoever it is.
Yeah, but it was a whole like Navy pier, and I picked it up and I used it as a loofah.
Yeah, he squeezed one of those like fuel tank semis to get the shampoo out.
Yeah. I did do that. How'd you know? Were you there?
Well, no, I heard about it. A friend.
Oh, sure. I mean, what I do is news.
You bathe, Kevin. We don't have that kind of friendship.
What I do is news now because I am a 30-foot tall giant New York man.
Exactly. Yeah, you're the only 30-foot tall New Yorker. Yeah. Now, if you were in Duluth, diner portions would actually fit you. They would actually.
I would actually be, again, average portions in Duluth, Minnesota. I'm like, whoa, I can't finish all this.
Yeah. Whew. You know what? After the fifth egg, I think I'm full.
I think I'm tapped out. I don't know. You just you cannot go into a restaurant in Duluth, Minnesota, and get one pancake. They just they don't even know how to make that. They're like, we're giving you 4. I don't know how to make less. I don't know how to make less. This is the only way people eat here.
What do you mean you want a cup of chili? Chili comes in pint and gallon.
We serve chili by the trough here.
You get chili by the metric pound.
Yeah.
You and all these guys named Ivar Ingvarsson are gonna line up at the chili trough, and you're gonna take your share.
Yeah.
The bowl of chili is like an antique clawfoot bathtub.
No.
Damn,
Bring out the cauldron for Snorri Sturluson.
I hate when I'm on the subway and someone bumps into me and I have to go like, I'll grind your bones to make my bread.
Well, Kevin, I heard you had to get roommates to even have a beanstalk in New York anymore.
Oh, you can't afford a one-person beans. I mean, it's like there are rent-stabilized beanstalks in New York, but like they're really people hold on to those things for like as long as possible.
You gotta wait for somebody to push them out of their beanstalk and steal their golden heart first.
Yeah.
You can apply for giant housing, but it's like a wait list you're going to be on for years. Like,
But in like,
other-
because of Biden, the price of magic beans are just like, you can't afford
through
it.
the roof. No one can
my
afford it anymore.
God.
Biden inflation. I blew up. That's why I got so big, because of Biden inflation.
It's the only way to scale.
Before Biden, I was 5'11". But then Joe Biden, and now I'm fucking 90.
Thanks to Biden inflation, Joe put a bicycle pump between my lips, and now I'm
And blew me up
12
like
feet.
Newman in Space Jam.
Exactly.
It blew me up. Yeah, I'm picturing like the awful misers who hate us, who run the world economy. Like if the economy ever got good, they're like, how do we fuck these people over? Okay, we make them really big so there's never enough food and they're always hungry
Right.
and they have to still spend $1 million buying food.
The big and tall just isn't enough anymore. We need the bigger and taller.
Until someone builds a bigger and taller. Oppenheimer. Check it out. Oppenheimer.
It's a good movie.
Coming to a theater near you.
You get to watch Jack Quaid play bongos.
It was cool. Jack Quaid was supposed to be in like one scene of the movie, and then Nolan loved how he played bongos, and he's like, "Get this guy all over this thing." That's true. That's a true story.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's way
Jack
cool.
Quaid told that, I think, on Comedy Bang Bang. But Chris Nolan like took Jack Quaid aside and was like, "I love your bongo playing, mate.
Wow.
I love the way you tickle those bongos."
That's supposed to be historically accurate too. Like the
That guy
scientist he
loved
was
bongos,
playing
yeah.
loved playing bongos at the Trinity site.
Yeah, I have certainly, as a 32-year-old man, the second oldest person on this call, I certainly have, like, crossed a Rubicon where, like, now my favorite kind of book is really long books about U.S. history. And me reading American Prometheus is, like, right around the corner. Tuck into a 48-hour audio book, you know what I mean? Just, like, really just dive on in.
I mean, because it's like a rich meal. You're no longer
It's a
having
sumptuous
like
feast,
snacks,
baby.
Yeah, and fast food. You're getting a rich, fulfilling story with the benefit of having actually happened.
I'm 37% of the way through The Power Broker, and, like, let me tell you, like, I'm popping off, dude. Like, there's a chapter of The Power Broker where Robert Caro is like, okay, and now we need to talk about Long Island. I'm like, okay, I know Long Island. And then, like, he's like, okay, we need to talk about Long Island. Millions of years ago, the glaciers and I was like, yes, let's go! We're going all the way back!
We're going all the way.
Yeah.
We're going all the way back!
One of my good friends, his dad is an archaeologist who has spent his life trying to find Odysseus's tomb.
Yes,
And
cool,
He-
good
and-
quest.
Yeah, and he might have found it in Ithaca, but the, like, excavation rights are totally fucked. And he's been trying to spend, like, the past 15 years publishing his findings. But he keeps getting bogged down by this one random meteor strike that has maybe a, like, 5% actual influence on what he's trying to talk about, and he will not stop adding material about the meteor.
Yes.
And
This is what it's all about, baby.
It's
like,
all about that.
like, I'm sorry, I'll talk about it because I've been enjoying a lot of Robert Caro related content. Robert Caro, the author of The Power Broker, who also the author of 4 massive tomes about the life of Lyndon Baines Johnson, with the 5th and final volume due sometime in the near future.
That lion son of a bitch Johnson.
That lion son of a bitch Johnson. Like, The Power Broker was published in, like, 76 after he was working on it for, like, 7 to 10 years. And so, like, okay, so for a man's, like, 60-year life, he essentially wrote about 2 men. nonstop over the course of his entire adult life, he was doing research about one of two guys at all times, which is crazy to me. He published the first LBJ biography in 1986.
Wow.
And he's about to wrap it up. We're in like George R.R. Martin like territory.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, this MF just like will not stop adding shit. They had the Power Broker is a 1,200 page book. They had to cut 350,000 words out of it because the Power Broker is literally exactly as long as a book can be without falling apart the second you open it. Like literally, it is that long because that is what like book binding technology was capable of in 1976. In the same way that like pop songs are 3 minutes long because like that's the kind of record technology we developed.
Yeah.
Like that we came up with something that holds 3.5 minutes of song, and it's like, okay, make it work on that. And that is formed the entire shape of pop music.
And they could have just published a part 2, and they didn't want to.
They didn't want to. And I think they were right. I think, and their reasoning at the time was like, we can get people to read one book about Robert Moses, a guy they've never heard of in their entire life. We cannot get them to read 2 books. And
no one is gonna want to know more.
And I think they made the right call because the Power Broker has essentially never stopped selling for 50 years. And I don't think that happens if it's 2 books. His LBJ bios, you know, are not as famous, are not selling at the same rate, you know, as just like, here's one big thick ass book that you can put on your shelf to show off.
Yeah.
It's called The Power Broker.
Yep.
This is not the one about LBJ.
No.
It's called The Power Broker. It's about Robert Moses.
It's very hard to not... If you're going to make a list of Americans who had the capacity to be real supervillains, Robert Moses would be on that list.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's kind of essentially a supervillain. And I won't make the beginning of this Spider-Man podcast like 30 minutes about Robert Moses. But essentially in the first chapter of the book, the introductory chapter, Robert Caro pitches that like it is impossible to know if New York would be a better city if Robert Moses had never assumed power, but it would indisputably be a completely different city.
Yeah.
And the way that he completely changed the shape of New York and the way that that influenced essentially the shape of every other major American metropolis and several other metropolises around the world, almost all for the negative, by the way, is astounding. And I, on the bike ride home from work, listened to the chapter where he runs for governor and just gets his fucking ass beat. Just gets he's the worst politician of all time. But he transformed like the shape of the greatest city in the world. It's a crazy book. It's a crazy time.
Yeah,
everyone
crazy
read
man.
The Power Broker.
Whenever you say he's like a real life supervillain, is he more a Norman Osborn? Is he more a Fisk? Is he more a Otto Octavius?
I'd say he's...
Is he more a Mysterio?
He is a Fisk, and here's why I say that. He's more about like behind the scenes machinations. You know, he's not going to go out there and rob a bank with his own 2 hands. But when running for governor, he will say like, hey, it would be such a shame if these 2 guys I know came to the governor's office and beat the incumbent, beat him up. He was threatening to beat up the governor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very few real-life city planners have ever been turned into the primary campaign villain of a D&D television show, but Robert Moses is. He has the rare distinction of becoming a season arc big bad of a D&D actual play podcast. That, like, millions of people watch that sold out Madison Square Garden. All these people learned about Robert Moses.
Yeah.
His American dream was the final boss of that campaign.
Yeah. I mean, well, you know, like, would LaGuardia ever become, like, a dragon mage? Or any other
think so.
New York, like, again, would any of the New York Astors become, I don't know, evil clerics?
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. Mayor Ed Koch, the gay one who hosted Saturday Night Live, is definitely, I think he's like a paladin almost. Rudy Giuliani is definitely a warlock for sure.
Definitely a warlock.
my man has made a dark pact with a demon to get his magics, and it's come due. The bill has come due.
Giuliani has ichor running down his head. He's got demon's blood in his wig.
Giuliani straight up cannot enter a church anymore, my man. Like,
Yeah.
he will erupt in flames.
Holy water burns Rudy. It just singes his skin.
Little did we know that when Borat made a fool of Rudy Giuliani, he was acting in a paladinic sort of way. He was in the cleric's code.
I do think Eric Adams is a sorcerer. I think whatever power he has, he's come upon by accident. He is not...
I think Eric Adams is a bard. I think Eric Adams is like, kind of has a bard where it's all, charisma stat, like, fully leveled up, but it's your friend at the table playing the bard, and your friend is not charismatic or charming.
No.
So it's like, he seems to be charming his way through situations through sheer, like, force of will.
Well, like, that's what I mean by sorcerer. Like, he's not, like, all of his power comes from force of personality, but with none of the refinement that comes from, studying an art.
Sure. He's the sorcerer in Baldur's Gate 3 who's like, I need to eat your shoes. And you're like, what? And he's like, they're magic. I need to eat them.
Yes, thank you. He's that.
I need to eat them. I need to eat your shoes.
To Justin's credit, I did see a video of this man conjuring up guns,
crack pipes,
drugs, crack pipes, like
bullets in a child's bedroom, as if by close-up magic.
Bedroom. Yeah, and so like
he reaches behind your ear and pulls out a hypodermic needle.
You gotta open up your kids' pillows. They hold something as simple as a crack pipe.
What's that behind your ear? It's a hypodermic needle. That's so funny.
So by periodically sending a message to your home that there are no rooms off limits, you don't believe in locked doors, your house is open to inspection by your house and the members of your house. You can look in the jewelry box. A jewelry box of this nature, maybe a simple jewelry box, but if you look through it closely, you don't know what your child may be hiding. For instance, a gun could be hidden, a small caliber weapon could be hidden inside a jewelry box. You should always, when your child brings in his popular knapsack with many different locations, look through it to see what exactly is your child carrying in addition to a book. Something simple as a crack pipe, a used crack pipe.
Hold on, was this your card? Oh no, I'm sorry. That's the Black Book of Algoth, and I shall read from it now.
Look, nothing inside of this hat, right? Everyone can see there's nothing inside of that hat. Incorrect. Crack pipe.
Eric Adams is definitely the only mayor of New York who I believe would cut someone in half live on stage.
And now for my next trick, I'm gonna put this woman in a case and stick her full of swords. Oh,
Eric
you thought
Adams
she'd be
is-
gone? No, she's right there, full of swords.
Eric Adams is definitely trying to build the contraption from The Prestige. He is definitely trying to make the, like, David Bowie cloning machine from The Prestige.
No, but Eric Adams is creating
I
the
keep
Prestige
putting my hats
machine
in there.
just so he could watch his own clones drown. He like there's no trick. He just wants to see them struggle, to see them hustle.
I never know before the trick goes off if it's gonna be them or me in the water. Oh well. Oops.
We're actually on our 8th Eric Adams. The clones have kept escaping.
Eric Adams would definitely host Magic Secrets Revealed. Like, Eric
I was
Adams
thinking
would
about.
That didn't happen.
Little did you know that.
That show is so funny because they're like, oh, how'd they make this lady levitate? And it's like, oh, turns out there was like a forklift behind the curtain lifting her up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I guess it is like the simplest explanation is the correct one. Eric Adams' death has a cameo in Now You See Me 3 coming to cinemas later this year.
Of course.
His death? Is that what you said?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was like, what? I was baffled. I thought you were saying that the plot point of Now You See Me 3 is that they try to kill Eric.
What they did is they throw a sheet over Eric Adams and take it away, and he's gone forever.
And you in the audience are like, okay, is magic real in these movies? Like, I really can't tell.
I was suddenly like, I was getting ready to bolt out of the door to rent the first two.
Right. No.
I'm like, I've got to catch up.
Magic isn't real. Sorcery is. Eric Adams brings real sorcery to Now You Three Me.
This is, of course, Movies for Babies. The only podcast that talks about everything that you have just heard in the first 15 to 20 minutes of this show. I am one of your hosts, TV's Kevin Lanigan, and you might also call me brilliant but lazy.
Oh no, I'm panicking.
What's any quote from the movie? What's anything that happened?
Hey everybody, it's me, Justin Gurmaroth, and I'm late for CHOP class.
Hey everybody, it's me, Vern, and I'm just here to tell you that Uncle Ben died because he was the only one who did something right.
Fuck. Fuck.
That's a good one.
This is like... To start off this conversation about Sam Raimi's 2004 superhero masterpiece, Spider-Man 2, I think in the whole history of superhero movies, there are maybe like 4 that are real movies.
Yeah.
And this is like the realest movie.
Yeah.
This, of the entire glut of superhero movies, which we have been, inundated with nonstop for the last 17 or so years, this is like a real movie. This movie is a romantic drama that just so happens like every 15 minutes, like the hero of the romantic drama has to fight a guy with robot arms. The ending of this movie is like the ending of a great like war. It's the ending of like Atonement. It's like it's crazy how good and how serious this movie is.
Because this is the last Spider-Man movie before it became about brand management.
Before spreadsheets took over Hollywood.
Yeah, this was...
This is before Spider-Man emails guy took over.
Yeah, this is
Hollywood.
This
he
was
didn't know how to
Spider-Man
email
snail mail guy. This is during this time.
And
Spider-Man
so Raimi was
emails
just
guy
not
could
getting
only-
the notes in time,
Yeah.
right? Because they were in the mail. They were they were stuck in transit, and
But and eventually, it became he was Spider-Man snail mail guy, Spider-Man texts guy, and then
Spider-Man
his
Blackberry
final
guy.
and Spider-Man emails.
Crackberry.
That's the Pokemon evolution of the Spider-Man.
And the Spider-Man guy, he gets increasingly angrier eyes as he learns about new technology.
As he gains like more arms, holding like more and more messages. like
more fingers for typing.
Exactly, like his original version, which is Spider-Man Letters guy. He's got like 2 arms and he's penning like a note. He comes with like he has like a weird quill finger, and then Spider-Man typewriter guy. He's got 4 arms and they're all hitting all the keys. And then Spider-Man emails guy's final evolution after trading is when he has like 6 arms and they're all holding.
So he's
printed
literally
emails.
a Spider-Man at this point.
He is. Yeah.
But each of his 8 legs is like a different keyboard.
He's like the X-Men character Forearm, who has 4 arms.
Look, listen, when you have a deadline to hit, they can't all be winners.
I get it. Listen, I am a guy who reads Marvel comic books literally every day. I know a lot about all this shit, and I have to keep it locked down because I don't have any friends that care about this. I gotta keep it all on lock. I know so much about fucking Spider-Man. You just will not believe how much I know about Spider-Man. But like most white male nerds of a certain age, I am prone to getting emotional about Peter Parker, and never more so than in the 2004 film Spider-Man 2, directed by Sam Raimi. This movie makes me emotional. At times, it might make me produce tears from my eyes. I love this little guy so much. I love his bad apartment. I love his strained personal relationships. I love the way he eats a hot dog. This guy is crazy.
Yeah, it's a thing where these Spider-Man movies kind of like introduced me to Spider-Man. It was always prior to these Spider-Man movies. He was always like a toy at a friend's house or something like that, or
Yeah.
a video
Halloween
game
costume.
character, a Halloween costume, and these movies, this especially that the first one and that second one. I guess also we're talking about the second one, but I it's one of these Spider-Man movies. I kind of see them like the Godfather trilogy, where I can't just watch one.
Yeah,
I get it.
Like 1 and 2 in particular, they fit together so well. It feels weird talking about them separately.
I gave a lot of I wanted to talk about these movies for a lot. Last year in April, for whatever reason, they released all 3 of these movies back into theaters for a few weeks. And my friends, Mike and Jenny, who I do trivia with regularly, we saw all of them. Like Monday. Saw all 3 of them in a row. I like rolled up to the theater. Before everyone, I like took a nice long run. Then I went to the theater and I got a little high and I ordered chips and queso and I watched these good ass movies like locked down in a theater with an audience who was there to like pay attention and to enjoy these things. And I thought, because these movies on the internet for a long time have like the reputation that they're corny or cheesy or all these things, but let me tell you, when you are sitting in a dark room locked into these things, they play an audience like a goddamn fiddle. People
Like a
were
spider.
gasping during Spider-Man 3. They were gasping.
I remember them. They did something like that here in Salt Lake, and I just remember it because a friend of mine took a picture of the screen. But he took a picture of the screen during the Macy Gray performance in the first one because he has a soundtrack album of this first Spider-Man movie autographed by Macy Gray. And so I remember that random April where they just re-released the Spider-Man movies. And I was kind of hoping it would maybe start like a chain of, like re-releasing like fun real movies like this.
Can we get real movies back, please?
Yeah,
Please. I just like Spider-Man is like one of the best guys we've ever come up with. And like they made 2 Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies after this that like the thesis statement is like, what if your parents were spies? And that's not like a humanist like relationship.
Is that really what that's about?
Basically,
The second one more so than the first one
is like, oh, what if your parents were spies and you're finding all their spy secrets?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I thought this was a movie about fucking Spider-Man.
Wow.
And then
I
by
had
the
no
time you
idea.
get to the Tom Holland movies, they literally can't even come up with like a reason why someone might be mad at Spider-Man. They spend 2 movies having Spider-Man fight people who have beef with Tony Stark, not even with Spider-Man. And then they were so out of ideas for guys to fight Spider-Man, they made a movie where it's just bad guys from other Spider-Man movies who don't even care about this Spider-Man. They're mad at other Spider-Man. Whereas this movie opens with like, what if your boss is pissed off at you? What if you have to deliver pizzas really fast, or like you're fired?
No, because like the problem is that the MCU opens with the kind of understanding that being Spider-Man is cool and fun. And
Which is wrong.
Right,
You
right.
should not feel that way.
The Raimi movies, whole thesis that being Spider-Man ruins your fucking life.
sucks.
Life is a fundamental tragedy from beginning to end. Spider-Man 1 ends with Peter Parker deciding that he can't be with his true love, and his best friend actually hates him and wants to kill him. Sorry, that's how it.
These are the best movies ever made. Like, I don't know what
That's
to
how
tell
it
you.
ends. Like, Tom Holland's Spider-Man has never suffered real loss or hardship. He's introduced being best friends with a war criminal. I'm sorry.
Yes, a billionaire who gives him all kinds of gadgets. Like, they would never put Tom Holland Spider-Man in that shitty apartment. No one is ever asking Tom Holland Spider-Man for the rent. No one ever does it. But this movie is essentially the B plot is Spider-Man has no rent.
Yeah.
Spider-Man cannot provide rent.
The hardest thing Tom Holland Spider-Man has to deal with is not going to MIT with his girlfriend.
Literally, the second movie is like Spider-Man's cool European vacation, where he gets to go to like all the like places that people post on Instagram. From
this
Europe.
is why, like, I'm kind of the inverse of you, Kevin, where I don't know a lot about Spider-Man, because I saw these movies way back when they first came out, and I was like, this shit rules. Yeah. And I would seek out other Spider-Man things, and I was like, to me, it felt like seeing an Elvis impersonator over Elvis.
Yes.
it was
yeah, you're
just
seeing Asian Elvis, right?
I remember the first time I see someone, like, a Spider-Man loading up his, like, made web cartridges. And I'm like, what is this fucking bullshit? And that's, and, like, that's a big thing across all spider media, if you will. Mm-hmm. And so I think it's because just like you said, like we see this Spider-Man get fired, we see this Spider-Man get dumped, we see this Spider-Man like grieve and lose people,
get talked down to by a snooty theater usher.
Yeah. And like and I think it was the second movie. It was making me laugh that, like, it might have been the third one. I can't remember. It was making me laugh seeing him in, like, Dr. Connor's classes, and he's still got, like, dorks, like, blowing straw wrappers at him and everything. And I'm like, this is still happening in
college?
Yeah,
at Empire State University.
He's 22, and it's still happening.
And he's the biggest loser alive.
Like, the man is old enough to drink, and he is still getting wedgies.
Exactly. There's probably a deleted scene in this movie where, like, he uses his Spider-Man backflip to avoid his head getting put in a toilet.
Yeah, this guy's Spider-Man, and he still looks at like MJ's fiance, and he's like, "That guy's better than me." Like, I don't know, like that guy's a cool astronaut. Like, what am I supposed to do against that?
Also, I love that J. Jonah Jameson's son is an astronaut.
He is an astronaut, and it doesn't show up in this movie at all, but he is also a space wolf. I don't know if that's important. I don't know if Raimi had plans for that down the line, but he does transform into sort of a space werewolf.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it doesn't come up in this film for some reason. But if this were like Kevin Feige, who's really like a Spider-Man emails guy, spreadsheet cinema, if this were spreadsheet cinema, like there would be a scene in the post credits where like that J. Jonah Jameson's son is like, "Ooh, I hate Peter Parker," and then like he looks in the mirror and there's a wolf face.
It shows him in his like his tuxedo that he was going to get married, and and he's like breaking down and crying, and it's at night and he's still in the steps of the chapel, and the camera pans up and you see a full moon, and then he starts howling, and then like the space
but it's
wolf.
Not even like, oh god, it's not even like that simple anymore. Now they have like Julia Louis-Dreyfus come in and be like, "I'm recruiting you for the Spider-Man bad guy
for the
team.
Thunder." Yeah, I'm introducing 6 people that will be quite sinister.
They don't even like do a cool like wolf transformation anymore.
Yeah,
it has to be like spreadsheets. It has to be spreadsheets.
It happened. If Sam Raimi had the option of including a space wolf person, he would have the most fun with that in the.
Yeah, he would have done it, no question.
Yeah, exactly. Kevin Feige would have the transformation happen off camera, and he just comes out a wolf.
I think I've talked about this on this show. I've talked about. Of course, how much I love the Godfather movies, and those were the movies that made me fall in love with movies. But Clerks and Evil Dead 2, namely the bonus materials on the Evil Dead 2 DVD, are the things that made me realize, like, oh, like, filmmaking is possible by, like, just real people.
Yeah.
But, oh boy, like, what whiplash I received. Like, whenever I went from listening to audio commentaries by, like, Francis Ford Coppola and Kevin Smith to Sam Raimi, I remember very early on in the Evil Dead 2 audio commentary, I heard the line, "Hey baby, do you want to play house? You can be the screen door and I slam you all night long." And he calls, stand-ins like fake shimps because he's a big Three Stooges dork.
Of course.
And so, like, I think he's with all this, like, he's so good at like painting, just like very fun, very easy, like not what's a gag, but it's something that's sad.
Right? No. Here's the thing. No.
What if a gag made you cry?
Yeah, what is that?
Sam Raimi is a benevolent sadist. He loves making people. He loves watching people endure intense hardship. He's just very, very good at delineating whether it makes you laugh or not.
I think he's very analogous to the Coen brothers, and it's fitting that they like collaborated on multiple films together. That like those three filmmakers are all humanists. Like they really invest in like human drama and human pathos. They just don't think that means like you get to have it easy all the time.
No, exactly.
One of the Coens edited the chainsaw arm sequence in Evil Dead 2 where he first assembles it.
Hell yeah.
Like,
I mean, the Coen brothers
together.
co-wrote the Sam Raimi film
of
Crime
course.
Wave, where I am the only person who likes that movie.
I know. I like that movie.
Crime Wave rocks. Sam Raimi also famously directed the hula hoop creation sequence in the Hudsucker Proxy.
Oh yeah.
They also used to be roommates. I don't know if you all knew this.
He also has a writing credit on Hudsucker Proxy.
Yes, there once was a house in Texas where resided two Coen brothers, Sam Raimi, Frances McDormand, and Kathy Bates. That used to be a living situation.
You've heard of the House of the Rising Sun?
Whorehouse in Texas.
This is. Oh, I was going to say the House of the Smiling Fun, but yeah, the littlest whorehouse in Texas works too.
I bet Kathy Bates was running that fucker like the Navy.
Oh,
you know what
yeah.
I mean?
Listen, the Coen brothers, they only play separate. They only work apart.
But these movies, speaking of the god Sam Raimi, I mean, one of my all-time guys. One of my absolute faves. And a true, like, guy who worked himself up from doing, like, indie movies in the middle of the woods to, like, being one of the, like, go-to top Hollywood directors for a few years there, is that, like, these movies are kind of like a comeback period for him. That, like, you know, his early career is, like, he'll do an Evil Dead, and then he'll do another movie. But it's not quite a, like, one for them, one for me, because, like, some of his movies are, like, Darkman, like, The Quick and the... You know, these are not, like, inherently commercial products. But after the Evil Dead movies wrap up, after he did A Simple Plan, which is him kind of, like, putting on a Coen Brothers mask and pretending to be the Coen Brothers, it's a great movie. He did a couple, like, flops in a row. People were like, did he lose the fastball? And then he just comes back with, like, literally three of the biggest movies of all time. He just roars in, but not only are they, like, big box office successes, like, I think even if you don't like these movies, they are incredible creative successes. You can tell this is, like, exactly what he set out to make, with a few exceptions in Spider-Man 3 where, like, Spider-Man Emails guy took over. Like, quite literally, Spider-Man Emails guy took over.
That's the first... Spider-Man 3 is the first one where Kevin Feige's name appears in the opening credits.
Yes. Is that, like, despite producing Spider-Man 1, which at the time had, like, the biggest opening weekend of all time, and then Spider-Man 2, somehow an even bigger and more creatively successful movie.
Unless you forget, Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, he used his web to unite America. He was an American hero. That's part of why he was such a big...
he did. It was like, it was a year after 9/11.
He's the trailer.
He's red and blue, and 2 out of 3 isn't bad.
Literally, like, all three of these movies end with him, like, swinging through New York streets with, like, American flags behind him. It's like, you know, it's corny, but it's fucking Spider-Man.
Greatest city in the world, baby.
But for some reason, after making Spider-Man 2, they were like, okay, what if we really penned you in creatively?
Well, yeah, because that's when, like,
For the third one, we put the oven mitts on.
well, no, what happened is that that guy, like, what's his name, like Avi Avram?
Avi Arad.
Yeah, Avi Arad, who is really kind of a mad toy maker.
Yeah.
Like, he would run the actual, like, toy shit at Marvel, right? And he was the guy who was pushing, like, toyetic stuff all the time. And he also has a notorious boner for Venom. And he would push Venom as much as he could. And the third one is when he really pushed his weight to get Venom in.
Yeah.
Symbioink.
Yep.
Symbioink.
Yes. But, you know, and I know we're kind of, like, jumping all over the place to talk about all three of these movies. I kind of nominated this movie as the push forward, but also we're here to talk about all three of them. I debated heavily doing the first one simply because that movie is just like a Willem Dafoe delivery system. Is just like pure, like true, like uncut, like you are just getting like wall to wall Dafoe craziness in a way that I love. But this Spider-Man 2 is the superior film in essentially every way except for the Dafoe delivery factor.
Right. But here's the thing, we get Molina and it's still a great treat.
Alfred Molina is so fucking good in this movie. The scene where Peter goes over to like their apartment and it's like Otto Octavius and his hot wife Donna Murphy, and fucking Otto Octavius is just like talking about poetry and T.S. Eliot. I'm like, this is the best performance I've ever seen in my life. He's fucking incredible.
I'm sorry, I was giggling because you reminded me of whenever I first moved to St. Louis and I saw someone, me not a sports person, I moved to St. Louis and I saw someone walking around in Webster and they were wearing the shirt that said like Molina on it. And I was like, yeah, he's a great actor, but like a shirt.
Alfred Molina is a terrible shortstop.
And then I realized, someone clowned on me very hard, and I realized, okay, yeah.
Talking about popular baseball star Yadier Molina.
But
I should get an Alfred Molina jersey.
Yeah.
Especially after this.
I too loved his
Spider-Man
role in
colors?
Boogie Nights.
Yeah. Have you all ever seen during the prep of this film, very shortly after they wrapped, Alfred Molina was going to star in Fiddler on the Roof on Broadway, and I don't know if either of you have ever seen the clip of him performing Fiddler with the Dr. Octopus arms on. It's very good. I recommend everyone.
When I was watching Spider-Man 2, I was trying to look for the scene in which he would have done that. It's been my first time seeing Spider-Man 2 since I saw the Alfred Molina doing Fiddler on the Roof as
right. What
Doc
were they
Ock
filming when he got up to that?
Yeah, and I'm like, I want to know what day of filming. I was looking for it on this time.
Yeah.
He speaking of toyetic, this means nothing, but I guess we're talking about it. He looks like the guy who runs the AEW toy line in this movie. And you're talking about toyetic stuff, and it just thought I'd share that with you.
Thank you so much for sharing that with me, Toy Biz. Yeah.
Thank you, toybiz.com.
But I think
Jazzwares.
Yes, having Willem Dafoe would be way too distracting and way too Goblin mode, literally. And I think
he invented Goblin mode.
He went hecking Goblin mode
when he went into that machine, and that was the invention of Goblin mode. But it's
he took the gas. He took
the gas that makes you crazy,
that
and
made
it's so
him go
good.
to Goblin mode.
But I think just because the real story in Spider-Man 2 is the relationship stuff and what's happening. And so, having this, heavy romantic drama where, MJ, leaves someone at the altar with a, guy flying around on a glider would just, would not work. You know what I mean? And
it just wouldn't work.
I think
finish the vows!
Finish it! Oh, that's really Justin. That's very good.
I've got
Does anyone here object? I've got something to say.
And he throws a big pumpkin bomb, and he turns the priest into a skeleton.
He turns all the bridesmaids and grooms into
Oh no! Turn the whole wedding
skeletons.
party into big skeletons. That's terrible. Willem Dafoe does give you something that is crucially missing from every other Spider-Man film, which is someone going like, "We'll meet again, Spider-Man!" You know, like no one else is giving you that kind of juice, unfortunately. People should always be yelling like Spider-Man. They should hate that guy so fucking much.
You are so right about this being a Willem Dafoe introductory vehicle, because the two paths I'm like, I have to explore after seeing the first Spider-Man movie so many years ago. I was like, I gotta learn more about Spider-Man. I gotta learn more about Willem Dafoe.
Absolutely.
And Willem Dafoe, fortunately, he kept that same energy through a lot of the things I explored after.
I mean, he had it before, and he's certainly had it. That had it since. That's just William Dafoe.
I know, but there wasn't a moment like whenever I first explored Spider-Man, and I saw like Willem Dafoe putting on armbands that make him crazy, and go, "This is fucking bullshit."
Oh yeah, no,
it's hardwired into him.
Finding Nemo is a less effective William Dafoe on ramp.
Yeah, he's really doing like subdued Alfred Molina in Finding Nemo.
Yeah, no. Here we get
as Gil.
the but Spider-Man 1 gives you the whole Buffalo Dafoe.
Whereas here you just get like Dafoe is like just a kiss. You get a little aftertaste of Dafoe. You're just tasting this movie and you're like, is there a little Dafoe in this?
Yeah.
It was
it's a nice garnish of Dafoe.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
like a mint, an Andes mint on your pillow.
A sprig of Dafoe. Yeah, just a little sprinkling. But it's just enough that makes you go, ooh,
yeah,
there he is. And then after that, of course, a woman leaves her groom at the altar. And it's a beautifully shot, incredible, like, slow-mo sequence of her, like, running past the fountain. This is a very good movie. We only talked about him once very briefly, but... you know who's throwing 95-mile-an-hour fastballs this entire franchise is one, Just Kidding Simmons.
Of course.
Oh, Christ.
I mean, right over the plate. Every single fucking time. He's so goddamn funny, and, like, those few moments where he shows, like, a little bit of pathos, like the moment in this movie where he's like, I guess I judged Spider-Man too harshly. You know, like, it's so easy for that to be, like, corny, but I'm like, he sells it to me like a good newspaper man would.
Yes.
He sells me the story.
Extra. Read all about it.
So, like,
J.K.
something
Simmons is
that
great in these.
the Raimi Spider-Man movies do so well in ways that no other comic book movie or superhero movie really has done before or since is really sell the ensemble. Like, not in terms of, like... And I'm not counting teams of superheroes. Those are just groups of the same people at work. I mean the people who aren't superheroes interacting around the superhero. Like...
This franchise is so full of,
How
like,
full is it?
to the brim
Okay.
of the melting pot is flowing over of like one line or one scene characters that like stick with you forever. Like the guy in this movie who's like, he stole that guy's pizzas. You know, like tiny little characters who's the first in Spider-Man 1 where they're like interviewing people on the street about Spider-Man.
That's the
like
Earth
every
text of the
single
whole
one
thing.
of those people is memorable, and you know some of them are Jim Norton or whatever, but like they literally like went up to people on the street for a lot of those, like the non-famous people in that sequence. They would just like found some construction workers and they're like, explain Spider-Man, and he's like, he's got the ropes. He shoots the ropes out of he climbs up the ropes like a spider. And it's incredible. They find the best, just like tiny little textured characters that fill out this world in a way that like a movie would.
Yeah.
A movie would. And then you know, like, whereas like, again, if you watch like a modern Avengers film, you're like, what is this warehouse in the middle of nowhere where they live?
Oh boy.
Who maintains this facility?
Oh
Are
boy,
there
an
staff
airport
members here?
tarmac.
Yes, exactly, right? And like Sam Raimi, if he shot an action scene on an airport tarmac, there would be like bag carriers who were like, whoa,
Yeah, no,
you know,
like,
they gotta get-
janitors, like the Cinnabon staff. Like,
yes. There would be like a gate attendant at Delta who's like, do not go out there, do not go, you know, you
We
cannot
had, like-
board this plane.
yeah, like someone like the ticket taker like upgrades you to first class next flight.
Yes, exactly. And like the subway scene in this movie, you know, where like
God.
Spider-Man and Doc Ock have the big showdown, and then Spider-Man has to stop the train. It's like the most thrilling superhero sequence ever put to film, and it's just like he just has to stop a runaway train. And you're like, yeah, how does one guy like stop a runaway train? And it turns out you just like get yourself fucked up really bad.
Yeah.
It's get yourself
sequence-
beat up so badly that Joey Diaz steps in to defend you.
that big
Joey
pussy
Diaz-
from The Sopranos.
a guy,
steps in.
the guy who looks like he ate a rotisserie chicken full of pills.
Joey Diaz and Phil Lamar, voice actor
Phil Lamar
from
is
Mad
there.
TV.
Like
it was-
hardest working voice actor of like
Absolutely.
absolutely.
And it's just like real people having like a human moment of like, he's no older than my son, you know? He's
That
just like,
was
he's just a kid.
That sequence. I realized during this watch like how few I've actually seen these movies, but like that subway sequence is something I think about a lot. I've referenced a lot. There's audio of me and Kevin and I talking about the Brady Bunch movie, and I say the actress who plays Jan, Spider-Man's the movie together, and reference to the subway system or the subway scene. And but I was just like, I think it's a testament to this movie, just like how memorable it is that like, oh, this thing that I've remembered my entire life, I've only seen it twice before.
Yeah.
This thing I remembered my entire life, I've seen one time before.
And like New York nitpick. Like no train line like that exists in New York City. Like there's nowhere in this town where that action scenes could take place. And like I have to point that out to New Yorkers. Like it doesn't matter when you're watching the movie. Like you are just so locked in that you don't think like there's no above ground train line in the middle of Manhattan that goes into the sea. What are we talking about?
It was a thing that whenever I was watching it this time, I was like, wait a second, this dead end, where was it originally going?
Where was it going to stop? Yeah, it doesn't look
Where
like
was it
they blow through like one stop, and I guess that was the end of the line, or something. I don't know. It doesn't make any literal sense.
It doesn't matter though.
But because it's a movie and you're locked in, it like those are questions you only ask like after seeing this movie a dozen times. So you're like, wait, what's this train? Where is this? What's going on here? And I'm sorry, I know I've been talking a lot, but I do got to say, the MVP of this film, perhaps the entire trilogy, the one who's just like throwing no hitters every fucking game, Rosemary Harris as Aunt May is doing like slam dunk backboard breakers at every, like there's so many scenes of the garage sale scene in this movie is like Rosemary Harris should have won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. Like, unbelievable. She is like, if you were playing like NBA Jam, she would be like on fire, just like killing Shaquille O'Neal. It's like incredible how much she's like throwing down in this movie.
Absolutely, she's she sells like a woman who suddenly lost her husband in a tragic way, like so well, and she sells just like she's such a great like guiding light for Peter, like moral compass and guiding light for her, and she's just she's incredible, and it's a role, and it could have very easily gone like a little hammy. It could have very easily gotten a little Owen voice before Owen voice was a thing, but it's believable, whenever it comes from her.
Peter, I saw what happened back there, and I just want you to know that it's okay for a man on a glider to throw bombs at you. You've done nothing wrong, Peter.
Call forward.
Turns out Spidey sense is just hypervigilance.
No.
Anyway.
No,
and she has to deliver that monologue that was like cut all over the trailer that like could be the corniest shit imaginable. of like, I believe there's a hero in all of us, you know, gives us strength, makes us noble, you know, all that stuff. And like, you're like crying. You're like, I can't believe how like wrapped up in this. And like that scene has so many like little moments of like the little kid who's helping them move. You know, again, that's not a character that like Spider-Man emails guy, Kevin Feige spreadsheet, Best Buy middle manager like puts into the movie of like, let's take a quiet second for like Peter to acknowledge that like he's grown, time has progressed, this little kid that he knew is now like kind of a young man, you know, and is like helping them out, and be like, he used to take pictures of Spider-Man, what happened there, you know, like man.
Do you think it is perhaps Sam Raimi has since memories of being in a cold shed in the middle of the Michigan woods during winter, completely soaking wet with fake blood, and making 3 Evil Dead movies, or 2.5 if you use this kind of whatever. Do you think that maybe scenes like the scene with this kid at the garage sale and all this stuff is because Sam Raimi is what a lot of people making films today are not, a real human being with real like lived experiences, who's endured suffering. Like,
Spider-Man emails guy has heard of suffering. He's read about it.
I read an article about suffering the other day. It seems bad. I want nothing to do with it.
Wouldn't be me. Can't get me within 10 feet of that.
Could not be me. Now, what if we were to set up Wonder Man?
Like, what makes Aunt May work, and this is just kind of with most performances in this, is like she sells fragile resilience.
Yes.
Her whole deal is that she is, especially in this one, she is on her own, and she is, in spite of every circumstance telling her otherwise, trying her best to keep going forward. And she is the character, more than any other character in this movie, who believes in doing that the most. Like,
she
will
where
go
she's
to
trying
the bank,
to force $20 into Peter's hand is like, that's fucking crazy, dude. That's nuts.
She will be told, hey, we're denying you the loan you need to save the house you spent your
Joel
marriage
McHale, in. Like pre-hair plugs, Joel McHale looks at you and says, like, you don't even get the fucking toaster.
And yet all she wanted, and she still hopes for the toaster.
Get the toaster.
Like,
always looking up.
Yes, because you know, Mary Jane still feels gets down. She is constantly disappointed by the people in her life. Everyone is given good reasons to feel down. Aunt May chooses the most to resist that and to keep looking up. It's
incredible.
This movie has such a bleeding heart. That again, because Sam Raimi's a benevolent sadist, wants you to see everybody suffer, but wants you to feel solace in seeing them get those little victories that put them ahead.
You have to really push your characters to make catharsis feel good.
Yeah.
You know, you have to watch them go through things that are tough and challenging, and otherwise Spider-Man defeats the bad guy and who cares? I hate to say it, but this shit's made up. I know it's fake. You know, you have to invest me emotionally in the circumstances of the characters. Otherwise, I don't care who has I don't care about the quantum realm. I don't care about it. You know, but you could make me care about the quantum realm if you tried really hard.
It's got
I've never consumed that much Spider-Man content, but I'm a big fan of the BBC radio drama of Spider-Man.
Yeah,
which is very fun. It's a great listen.
Justin can get the furthest electron out of the electron cloud sorts around any subject. He can't tell you, but he knows that it's an incredible talent that my friend Justin has.
It's kind of
and it has a fantastic moment where Peter gets on the shit list of the Fantastic Four because he asks them for a job, and they're a non-profit, so they don't give him one. He's like, Mr. Fantastic, I would love to help you, like, fight Namor in the negative zone. Like, what's your pay rate? Son, we're a benevolent organization. We don't charge for our services. Oh.
Is the Sinister Six a co-op?
Yeah, they have to take shifts at the local grocery store.
Do they profit share?
Yeah, so they definitely do profit sharing for sure. Because they want everyone to be invested in the end goal. It doesn't work if it only benefits.
The Sinister Six is an employee-owned organization.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The medical plan's not very good, but the dental is incredible.
Yeah, that's true. And it does cover psychiatric. So
Yeah.
again, like, you are paying a lot out of pocket. There's a lot of co-pays for, you know, like, your regular checkups. But you do have mental and you do have dental.
Yeah,
That's not nothing.
Yeah,
That's
no, it's very easy to get an appointment with Doc Samson.
Yes. Very good. Justin, good pull.
Thank you.
Justin, good pull with Doc Samson. Well done.
He's the one psychiatrist in Marvel.
Basically, yeah. They don't have a lot of... Yeah, Dr. Melfi is not in the MCU just yet. What the fuck was I thinking about? Oh, well, bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye, Thought.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, what I was going to say is, like... One of the best movies in the MCU is Ant-Man. Because that movie is about a guy making good by his ex-wife. And it's not to win her back. It's just like, I've put this woman through a lot, and I just need to, like, make good. She's very happy with Bobby Cannavale now, and I'm not going to ruin that. But, like, I do want to be a part of my child's life.
Yeah.
And, like, you do feel the emotional stakes of, like, Paul Rudd reconnecting with his estranged family. And they lose that when they go to the quantum realm.
Yeah.
when they went quantum, they kind of lost that thread.
Yeah, no, because there's no ex-wife in the quantum realm. There's only
she can't
Kang.
go. There's only
She doesn't have a shrink suit.
No, you can't send the ex-wife to the quantum
No.
realm. Boy, I wish I could send my ex-wife to the quantum.
My wife
Bang!
says we never go out anymore.
Straight
My wife
to
says
the
we never go out anymore. Take me somewhere I've never been. I took her to the quantum realm.
Yeah, I took my ex-wife to the negative zone. Ooh, hey.
I get no respect. I took my wife to the quantum realm, and she said, "Boy, it's not the only place I see where everything gets smaller."
I get no respect. You know who performed my circumcision? Dr. Otto Octavius.
The surgery scene.
Oh,
Sam
my
Raimi
God.
stuck an Evil Dead terror sequence in the Spider-Man 2. A scene that, like, traumatized many 8-year-olds in 2004.
No one screams for their lives in superhero movies anymore, and it's a serious loss. Like,
Yes, so we can feel like some kind of stake. So we can feel like this guy is like a scary menace. Like the one of I think maybe the last shot of the sequence is like a woman being dragged like by her
so
fingernails,
good. Like scratching grooves in the floor.
Oh, it's awful. I love it.
I was.
And before that, the doctor's like, "Remember shop class?" Which I'm shocked that guy wasn't Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell was a different guy.
I mean, look,
Campbell was a different
you only get one use of your Bruce per
true.
for each of these movies, and making him the snooty
It's good.
the snooty usher.
Theater usher, yeah.
It's so good.
Contains the
It
illusion.
feels
This is
like
the only-
the least abusive Bruce Campbell cameo Raimi's done.
The best one is in
no,
Spider-Man
I'm not saying
1.
best. I'm saying least abusive.
I think his cameos in these 3 movies are pretty like but you know, have fun, you know, enjoy the snack bar, you know what I mean, like have some crafty. I'm not gonna like throw a bunch of shit on you for once. I'm not gonna throw a bunch of shit on you. Like, you can just be a snooty French waiter. You can just it's fine.
He gets to be in the opening credits of Spider-Man 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah, Bruce, you get to like voice the video games. We're just gonna have you come in and just
He's
record
great.
all the
He's
time.
great as the tutorial narrator in the first game, and he's great as is it Mysterio in Spider-Man 2?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. Which he was born to play.
Right?
honestly.
No,
It's like the perfect
supposedly
casting for
Sam
him.
wanted him to play Mysterio in the 4th one.
Yeah, it was Mysterio and John Malkovich as the Vulture, I believe, was the plan. Raimi really wanted to do Vulture, which that makes sense to me.
That sounds like the move for him.
And then famously, Anne Hathaway was going to play Black Cat, a legally distinct character from Catwoman. And then she ended up playing Catwoman.
Yeah.
Oh, I learned something today.
And that's not the movie trivia.
Surprised they weren't going to pull the trigger on Professor Connors yet.
I know. Dylan Baker's just like hanging out. He's in the third one too.
Yeah.
Although Dylan Baker, guy loves checks. You know what I mean?
He works.
Dylan Baker is such a work. He's like, oh, a check, fantastic. He's just so happy every time he gets it. He's like, oh, wonderful.
Who does Kurt Connors become?
The Lizard.
The Lizard.
Oh, of course.
Played by Rhys Ifans in the first Andrew Garfield film.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned something. I'm sorry. I just wanted to add this in that the claw sequence, the surgery sequence, where his Doc Ock's claws go crazy. This is the first superhero movie I've ever seen, and probably the only superhero movie I've ever seen that reminded me of a painting by Dr. Kevorkian.
Sorry, Vern, you don't get to talk shit about my distant
That's true.
Swings,
Okay.
and then
You're
come
right.
in with this.
I got clowned on again. All right.
Somebody else got
he's wearing a
hit
shirt
for
of
the
Alfred
crown.
Molina. I just that sequence where the lady's dragging her nails. It's just horrifying. Just absolutely
It's
horrifying.
awful.
She's being pulled. And I think they even do. It ended with that. They do 4 Evil Dead visions,
Right,
into that
because
guy's face
the arms
from
have their
POV
own
of the
cameras.
claws. Yeah,
Man.
so spooky.
Man. Yeah, this movie, because it filmed in New York primarily, it is also just loaded with Broadway people.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Donna Murphy as the late Mrs. Octavius, but also
Mary Jane.
Spider-Man's deadhead doctor that he goes to. The guy who's now, okay, your friend is having dreams about Spider-Man. Great, one scene doctor role. He's a great Broadway actor as well. I love playing Broadway bingo for any movie that's set in New York.
I forgot
and
about.
that's a great one scene character.
I forgot about Dr. Deadhead.
Dr. Deadhead is just gives him a little pep talk. We never see that guy again. He's not even really comedic relief. He's just here's a guy that's just taking a second to give a pep talk to old Peter Parker. Love that.
If you guys, knowing the price of healthcare in this country, if you go to a doctor and he steps out and he's wearing a lab coat and a Grateful Dead shirt, do you turn around or do you go with the appointment?
I don't think Peter Parker can afford any doctor that isn't a vet.
Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely Peter Parker goes to a mob doctor for sure. In the back of he goes to the dentist for everything.
Yeah, no, he goes his doctor is one of Mr. Ditkovich's friends, and it's one of the guys he plays poker with.
Mr. Ditkovich is so fucking good, man. That guy from the first Austin Powers movie who plays Mr. Ditkovich is fucking great, and his daughter who looks like Lauren Lapkus. I love them. I think they're great. What a great humanist moment when she just sees that he's down on his luck and is like, would you like some chocolate cake and a glass of milk? And you're like, the human spirit is so beautiful. Mm-hmm. This is what being neighborly is all
She
about.
calls him Pete. She's so cute.
She calls him Pete. Listen, Pete, you should have stuck with Ursula King. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm saying. I think you had a good one right there across the hall, and you I get it. Mm-hmm. I get it. I do, but yeah.
I know we're talking about Spider-Man 2, but talking about Ursula and Mr. Ditkovich, I love in Spider-Man 3. I love this damn door. Peter Parker says he won't pay the rent until they fix this damn door, and I think that door is so great. It's just what a perfect way in Spider-Man 3 to show that all these characters are having trouble getting through to each other. Mm. They always gotta jiggle the door. It's always getting stuck. They can't get through to each other. And I think just little touches like that. Also, every, normal people, have dealt with a stuck door. You know what I mean? And would
Yes.
think to put that into their script. I think a lot of what really helps this movie too, like feel gross and engaging, is I was just really taken by just like how fucking dirty everything
Yes.
was. And how there's always like,
Greatest
something
city in the world.
foreground.
Everyone
There's
is
something in the
pouring
background.
sweat.
It's just like
It's New York
so
in the
nice
summer.
to
It's
see
hot.
It's so nice to see a super. It's so nice to see a superhero movie where like every character is not shot like in a plate. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like against like a green screen plate
Mhm.
that they could put in locate. Like you see foreground elements and background elements, and there's shit on the floor, and it doesn't feel as cozy and clean as a lot of these movies that are like assembled do. And I love the textures that our friend Sam provided us in these movies. I was also laughing at a funny meme that Kevin sent.
Yeah, I'm on reddit.com/r/Mr. Dickovich memes.
All right, hold on, Kevin. You're gonna have to send us some more from a Reddit that is
I'm
dedicated
scrolling, I'm
to Mr.
scrolling.
Dickovich.
Buddy, I'm scrolling. And a lot of them are videos.
Justin with his Spider-Man BBC drama, Vern with Dr. Kevorkian paintings, Kevin with the Mr. Ditkovich memes. With our powers combined,
We make one informed audience member.
Oh, here's a good one. I got a good one dropping for you.
All right.
Let's do a
hey Kevin,
have yourself a rich little Christmas with you two in this meme.
The Ditkovich meme is due. The Ditkovich meme is due. Where is
Okay.
Ditkovich meme?
You're
All right,
3 months
so-
behind.
Justin, you will play the role of Mr. Dickovich, and
Of
Vern, you
course.
will play the role of the other character in this meme, okay?
Oh, okay.
Vern, will you describe your character?
So my character got that cool little samurai haircut and that little salt and pepper beard. It's none other than that classic character that everyone knows and can describe. Oops.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Qui-Gon. Okay,
Qui-Gon
sorry, I thought I lost
Jinn.
you guys. Oh, that's scary. It's Qui-Gon Jinn.
Qui-Gon-
I thought
Qui-Gon
I lost
Jinn.
you guys. I am Qui-Gon Jinn, but I did lose you guys. Where are you guys? Hello, friends.
I'm right here.
Oh, hey everybody, it's me, Qui-Gon Jinn. I'm just looking for a little boy to save the future.
Choi!
I lost my Skype window. What do I? Oh, here we go. Okay.
Welcome.
I use the toothpick for a lightsaber. It's me, Qui-Gon Jinn.
I sleep
was
in a big
so
old lily
scared.
pad. I'm me, Qui-Gon Jinn.
Okay. Yes. I am performing the role of Qui-Gon Jinn. And Just, are you ready? Are you? Or Kevin, do you want to give us an action, or how do you want to do this?
All right, so so I'll set the scene.
Thank you.
You're on the desert planet of Tatooine.
Oh, yes, of
You are
course.
negotiating for the repair of your starship, of course. And Qui-Gon Jinn, you are staring into the nefarious junk dealer Watto Dickovich. And whenever you're ready, boys.
Credits will do fine.
Give me rent.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn hyperdrive.
That's good. I'm sorry. One more really good one I'm dropping in the chat here. Okay, one more choice Mr. Dickovich meme.
It was hard to do
Just
Qui-Gon
Ripper.
Jinn in this meme because there's only one character in the prequels that emotes, and it's not.
No,
And it's not him.
No, they
It's not him.
they did like edit in a different mouth for Qui-Gon Jinn,
So that he opened it even a little bit, right? I don't know if we want to do have yourself a rich little Christmas of this one.
Oh,
I'm never
I get it
playing
now.
this game.
Okay, great. Okay, so Justin, I will never take the role of Mr. Dickovich away from you. Vern, in this, you'll be playing the role of Peter Parker in this scene.
Okay, Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire, Peter Parker.
I was confused for a moment whenever I first saw the meme because I thought Mr. Ditkovich was Polly from The Sopranos. And I was like, Mr. Ditkovich is working for The Sopranos? Okay. But it's a scene from...
Don't, this guy won't give me the rent. This is,
Or is this 3?
this is, that's a good question. I think this is 2.
Yeah.
But it's right in that little breezeway where all the apartments connect, and Peter's trying to, because Peter's in apartment 501 or 502, and Mr. Dickovich is in 501, or maybe I got the numbers confused. But okay, I guess I'm ready. Whenever you want to call action, or if you want to need to do anything else, I'm ready.
Yes, of course. Now, I'll remind you both of your motivations, of course, so you can properly act this scene. Justin, Vern, Peter is really excited about something in his life, and he's trying to share it with his neighbor. He really wants to, like, share this, as you know, shared sorrow is half a sorrow, shared joy is double joy, and he wants to experience double joy with his neighbor and landlord, but neighbor, Mr. Dickovich. And Justin, you want the rent.
Of course.
So again, action whenever you're ready.
Okay, and I'm Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, so.
Yes.
Hey, Mr. Dickovich, did you hear MJ got the part she auditioned for?
Oh, that's wonderful. What is the show?
Rent.
Ooh?
Rent.
That's just like a pretty good joke by that memester, by that meme creator,
by a freaking meme smith,
by a meme lord.
Is that one uploaded by Mr. Dankovich himself? The main
Mr. Dankovich is good.
Dank Dickovichery memes.
I know what my next gamer tag is gonna be.
Mr. Do not Bogart around Mr. Dankovich.
No way.
Letters pass. You puff.
Letters pass. Parker, you give me pass. Puff pass.
Wow.
You pass the bowl?
Mr. Ditkovich memes. Now I've seen everything.
It's a splinter group of the Spider-Man subreddit, because at one point there were just too many Mr. Dickovich memes, and they're like, we need to silo this off.
Who keeps spamming the feed?
It's kind of the Cleveland show of the Spider-Man subreddit.
Where's the Disney Plus miniseries just about Mr. Ditkovich renting his apartments to local, like, D-list superheroes?
Mr. Dickovich's place, and it's about all of his crazy tenants that he's always
It's like Faulty Towers.
It's like
Faulty
Towers.
Towers, but in the MCU.
Mr. Dickovich is always abusing the one brown guy he knows, just like in Faulty Towers.
And remember, do not mention the Infinity War.
Groot smashes the car instead of Basil with the tree branch. Yeah. I gotta see.
Instead of the general, it's play. Like General Ross.
And instead of fighting with his wife all the time, he fights with Ursula.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Green light it. I'm back into the MCU, boys. I'm back.
Kevin Feige, not you. Kevin Feige, who of course listens to the show.
TV's Kevin Feige. This is your
chance for redemption.
Yeah, you have one chance to make it right to me, dog.
Yeah, TV's Kevin Feige. Give us Ditkovich's place. Give us 10 rooms. Give us 10 rooms of it. Every episode's a different room,
Ooh, that's good.
And 1 week, I love the D-list Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe like something where like we have to keep Human Torch and Iceman in separate rooms.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
That's a good one.
We're like those are too high list. Those are too high tier. We get like Patsy Walker, Hellcat.
We're getting D-Man. We're getting Leapfrog. We're getting Big Wheel. We're getting
Jubilee. Is Jubilee in this?
Too high tier.
Too hot.
Really?
We get,
wow. Oh my goodness. I don't know anything about comic books.
We're getting Beak for sure.
We get Chamber.
Herman. We're getting Chamber. We're getting Skin.
Mm-hmm. I don't know any of these fuckers. Oh my goodness.
I feel like we could get Squirrel Girl, but Squirrel Girl is the biggest list.
Too marquee. We're getting Power Pack.
That's true.
We're getting the Power Pack. They're a bunch of little kids. They all live in the one apartment.
Oh, so it's like Execute from Pokemon?
Yeah. But kids.
But children.
I see. They
form a child Megazord.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know any of the characters, but I know Mr. Ditkovich, and that's all that matters to me.
Like individually, they're too young to live alone, but with their powers combined, they're old enough to sign
With
a
the
lease.
powers of a trench coat, they can pretend to be
I see.
an adult.
You do a Little Rascals thing. I see.
Yeah.
I'm into it. I'll watch his show.
We're getting
if I don't
them-
get hired on to write gags for it.
The Mad Thinker. We're getting. Who are all the bum ass people that I can think of? Kazar of the Savage Land. He moves out of the Savage Land into a tenement apartment.
Come on, MCU. Give the people what they want. A modern day Faulty Towers.
Set in the universe of Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not Spider-Man 3. It is set in this universe of Spider-Man 2.
Yes.
We could do fun gags where Doc Ock's claw comes out of the wall with like a drink. You know, or like Mr. Ditkovich is like, where did I put that? You know, whatever. And then Doc Ock's claw comes through.
Comes in through the window.
Yeah, he's like Thing. Doc Ock is like Thing from the Addams Family. And where he's just claws that come out of...
Right.
And there's always like massive structural damage when the claw breaks through. Just drywall breaking and...
Like, I imagine the Doc Ock claw would be like Oscar the Grouch's elephant. Like, it just comes out and starts, like, thrashing around.
I love this show. I don't know any of the Marvel stuff other than Mr. Ditkovich.
That's what we're there for, right?
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
you know Faulty Towers. I have seen like 2 episodes of that show, but I know the Marvel universe.
We gotta find John Cleese-like things for Mr. Ditkovich can do, other than like,
I mean, there's
leaky
leaky pipes.
Yeah,
Of course, he always wants the rent. Of course, he always wants.
Right. Yeah, I don't see, like, Mr. Ditkovich Sieg Heiling on accident.
Is there like...
He would never.
Who's the one that's a bunch of bees?
Oh, Swarm.
Of course.
Swarm. So we could do an episode that's like a remake of Joe's Apartment, but instead of the cockroaches, it's the Swarm.
It's just
Swarm.
The Swarm moves in.
Doing a Joe's Apartment homage episode.
Right. So all the
Swarm.
bees are like smoking cigarettes and like drinking little beers.
Yeah, and talking about having sex with their wives and doing a dance in the toilet.
Sounds good, quite honestly. Sounds fucking excellent.
Welcome to Swarm's apartment. I can't remember the song, "The Cockroaches in Joe's Apartment." So
Well, no, wait, no.
I'll
It's
be
called.
okay.
No, the episode is called a house swarming party.
House swarming party. I love it. A house swarming party. Yes.
How swarming party.
House swarming party.
How swarming party.
And isn't the bee guy?
A Nazi, yes.
Okay, so then that's
He's a
where you
Nazi
could do
made
the
of bees.
That's where you can do the Faulty Towers. Don't mention the war stuff.
Yes, thank you. Don't mention the Swarm.
Don't mention the swarm. I mentioned it once, but I don't think they had it.
Who would be the O'Reilly type? Who would be the like incompetent? Oh no! It would be Kevin.
Manuel?
Who's the evil construction crew? The Wrecking Crew?
Wrecking Crew?
Yeah. They'd be the O'Reillys. They're the just incompetent. Yeah, Kevin. If you don't understand, there's an incompetent Irish construction guy
Oh, okay, thank you.
who
And
just
you're gonna-
will not build a wall. There's just a pile of bricks.
I see,
outside.
and you're gonna replace him with my friends the Wrecking Crew, who carry
Yes.
around like big crowbars to hit Spider-Man with.
Yeah. Yeah. Which are like they're enchanted by like Thor's magic, right?
They do go at him. I don't, I'll be honest, I'm not an expert on Wrecking Crew's whole deal. I'm afraid I don't know their. Well, time to go to marvel.wikia about the Wrecking Crew. This is what we're doing now.
This is the show now.
Wrecking
We're just pulling it up the Wikia.
This is the show now.
The Wikiing crew. The Wikiing crew.
When Dirk Garthwaite, the original Wrecker, claimed his powers by gripping his enchanted crowbar in a lightning storm. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I should be doing this. When Dirk Garthwaite, the original Wrecker, claimed his powers by gripping his enchanted crowbar in a lightning storm, a bolt struck the tool as 3 other men held it as well. Ex-physicist Dr. Elliot Franklin became Thunderball. Ex-Army Master Sergeant Henry Camp became Bulldozer. And ex-farmhand Brian Kalusky became Pile Driver.
You always gotta become... Your name has to be your occupation.
Yeah,
Although
your name's
this
your job.
thwarted the Wrecker's prodigious strength, the team remained together and remained a formidable force. Their powers are mystical in origin, and Thor is one of their common opponents.
Oh, because he's also got a hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it. Yeah, so they're like we can have like a construction episode where like a funny construction episode, funny gags on that, where they're Thor is building up things and the Wrecking Crew's tearing it down and all that. Yeah. Well,
Like the Wrecking Crew teaches Thor how to catcall, but he keeps using like old-timey ye old English.
You guys know that Peter, Paul, and Mary song, If I Had a Hammer, okay? And Mary sings about how she'd hammer in the morning. Lady, I don't want to hear that. I'm trying to sleep. Hammer between 10 and 5. Okay, Mary.
Damn, Mary, you're on notice.
You're on site, Mary.
Damn, oh my goodness.
Yeah, if I see Peter, Paul, and Mary, it's on site, dude.
Oh my goodness. Kevin's not mad that one of the either Peter or Paul's name wasn't Peter or Paul. Kevin is mad at the lady who's going to hammer.
Yeah.
Hammer in the morning. I'm trying to sleep.
Do they have a Wrecking Crew comic where like no one can pick up the guy's crowbar?
Crowbar?
Like Thor?
Not
What's
so
it-
far as
What
I
is
know.
what is it? Does his crowbar have a name like the hammer, like Thor's hammer does?
All right, back to the wiki.
Does it have a name, and is it like like DeWalt?
Yeah, no, does it have Menards on it? Like, instead of, for Thor's hammer, you have to be the most worthy. For the DeWalt crowbar, you have to be the most
Forklift certified.
You have to have the most union dues.
Yeah. Wrecker's crowbar. Marvel trivia. Wrecker's crowbar. The Wrecker wields a 4-foot-long cast iron crowbar, which has become virtually indestructible through extensive contact with the Wrecker's enchanted skin. Wielded by the superhumanly strong Wrecker, the crowbar becomes a weapon of vast destructive potential. The Wrecker has used the crowbar to demolish entire buildings in minutes, or to hold off the thunder god Thor in battle. The Wrecker has used the crowbar offensively as both a throwing weapon and a bat. Because of the teachings of Ulik, the rock troll, he can throw his crowbar and have it returned to him, much like Thor's own hammer.
Was Wrecking Crew guy building a bridge whenever he met the troll?
had to
Was
go
he
to
building a bridge, or was he working on a bridge whenever he met the troll?
I hope so.
He had to go to school to learn that. He had
to go to troll school.
Of course.
He had to sign up for a mentorship program to have the callback ability.
Others like you viewed. Dirk Garthwaite.
So the crowbar does not have a name.
No.
It does not
I'm
appear
hearing.
to,
Oh, my
no.
goodness.
But it is 4 feet long.
Get on it, Stan Lee, or whoever.
The
He's
quote at the
dead.
top.
Oh yeah, Stan Lee's most recent cameo has been in heaven. I forgot.
Stan Lee also had not written a Marvel comic in like 50 years at the time of his death.
Stan Lee's most recent cameo is appearing on a piece of toast that I burned in the toaster.
I saw him in the PlayStation Spider-Man game we were playing.
Oh.
Freaked me out. Was not prepared for it.
He's not in the game. It's just my TV flickered and a bleeding image of Stan Lee appeared and said, "I will die in 7 days."
Yeah, you could hear echoing in the walls Excelsior. Yeah.
It was always like really fucked up when he would pop up in a game you were playing. Where it's like, oh, we have to save the senator from being attacked by these bad guys. And then the senator was like, I enjoy you costumed heroes. And I'm like, never mind. Let him get taken.
Let him die. Let him take him.
Let him take him.
Wow.
Yeah.
The ultimate person who took Stan Lee, could it be Satan? I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing anymore.
I imagine Dana Carvey would do a very good Stan Lee character.
Yeah, I don't think I've never heard him break that out before.
I'm sure he could do it.
Stan Lee's like the only guy who came up with a Biden impression. He's like the one guy who figured one out.
Oh, really? I've not. Is there a video of him like doing like Rich Little like?
I don't
comedy?
know. He definitely did it on Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I gotta see it. I gotta see Stan Lee doing a show. I gotta
Stan
go
Lee
to
or
No, Dana
Carvey?
Carvey.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Yeah.
said Stan Lee did.
No, you did. No, you did say Kevin. You did say Stan Lee.
I am gonna check the record. I think I said he. Stan Lee's like the only guy who came up with a Biden impression. Stan Lee's like the only guy who. I was talking about
towards
Dana
the door
Carvey.
to watch Stan Lee do a Joe Biden impression on Conan.
No, it's called "They Both Fall Asleep Mid Sentence."
Ah, I see. Defeat Excelsior.
Stan Lee, how many superheroes are there? At least 3. I have a new superhero called Corn Pop.
Ooh.
Sleepy Stan.
He's right, I am sleepy. From writing all these great superhero comics. From creating Spider-Man 60 years ago. It made me so tired.
Did
Creating
either of
Spider-Man
you-
all by myself.
Did either of you two watch the So You Want to Be a Superhero show as kids on the Sci-Fi Channel?
I didn't have the Sci-Fi Channel.
I did not. I was not aware of this show.
It's a show hosted by Stan Lee where people create their own superheroes and audition to be in an upcoming sci-fi original movie.
Oh my goodness.
Could
you imagine Stan Lee's being like, can you imagine the people behind the Wrecking Crew being like, your idea sucks. Your idea is bad.
Yeah, that's basically the first episode.
This sucks shit. Get it away from me.
Except then it's Stan Lee making these people do, like, supposed real superhero shit, like helping people cross the street. Or talking to armed felons.
Oh, wow.
It's very baffling.
What's the gross food challenge that he makes them? Does he have a gross food challenge?
Yeah, he has to make them eat Blob Herman.
Speaking of video games,
oh yes.
Shall we close out this episode and begin the second episode?
Yeah.
Well, this has been our very thorough and comprehensive and encyclopedic discussion of Sam
may I-
Raimi's Spider-Man 2. Yes?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to do this.
Mother, may
here
I?
comes the fun police. No, I just wanted to say at this in the time of my life that we're recording this episode, I've been thinking a lot about my friend Molly, who means a lot to me. Mm-hmm. And Spider-Man 3 was the last movie that her and I saw in theaters together.
Aww.
It was just really nice to kind of relive that experience recently. So I just wanted to say that. So thinking about my friend Molly, and thank you for putting Spider-Man in my life again, Kev.
You're so welcome. I think
all
everyone
right,
should have
no
Spider-Man
more laughs.
in their life.
Folks,
Comedy's
Spider-Man
canceled
2,
again.
Great movie. Spider-Man 1, great movie. If you haven't seen either of them by now, do it.
You know what? Spider-Man 3, great movie. I don't care.
Spider-Man
I think it's
fine.
great. It's really deeply enjoyable. Spider-Man 3 is better than 90% of the superhero movies that have come after it. So, anyway, check it out. And we're changing up the format here on Movies for Babies a little bit. We're trying out something new. So tune in the next week or two for the super secret part 2 new format thing that we're doing, where we will also reveal the next movie we'll be covering. So that is an incentive to listen to that episode.
Oh my gosh. That's how he does it. That's how he does it.
That's how he does it.
That's how he does it.
And they say that a hero can save us.
Stay tuned, true believers.
True, but Excelsior.
Chad Kroger and
Josie Scott
Josie Scott
of Saliva.
Is that the music video where they put them on a roof?
Hell
and
yeah, it
Spider-Man's,
is,
like, swinging?
baby.
Okay, yeah, and Spider-Man swinging around there.
They're watching us, That song rules, unironically. It's great. And pause for edit.
I am so high, I can hear heaven. I'm so high, I can hear heaven. Oh, but heaven, no heaven, don't hear me. And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagles. Watch as we all fly away. Someone told me love will all save us. But how can that be? Look what love gave us. A world full of killing and blood spilling. That world never came. And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagles. Watch as we all fly away. Now that the world isn't ending, it's love that I'm sending to you. It isn't the love of a hero, and that's why I fear it won't do. And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagles. Watch as we all fly away. And they're watching us. They're watching us as we all fly away. And they're watching us. They're watching us as we all fly away. And they're watching us. They're watching us as we all fly away. Whoa.
Hey, mister! Are you gonna die?
Brother, you should put me in front of a firing squad. I have no words for how I failed you.
Entitles me?
Yes.
Entitles me?
Yes.
Here comes the lawsuit, baby! Slow ride. Take it easy. Yeah. Slow ride. Take it easy. Woo. Slow ride.
This has been a Talkback Podcast.